legal trouble, and I was prepared to go into court by myself. And Jimmy Wagner reached out to me and he said, Elijah, I'll help you. We're going to get this done. And what did we do? We got it done. Now today I want to talk about two words: opportunity and accountability. And just last Friday, I received paperwork via FedEx, and they did not serve me correctly. But I received paperwork that they were trying to strip me away of my opportunity of representing the Republican Party on the ballot. And not only that, but they were trying to strip the opportunity of District 45 and their voices, the conservative voices of District 45, the common sense voices of District 45, the youth voices of District 45, the God-fearing voices of District 45. Amen. And so I went into that battle with not a fear in the world. I had no fear whatsoever because I knew that I was doing the right thing. And I knew that this was an opportunity for new blood to share their voice and to share the impact that all of us feel. Young, old, middle-aged, doesn't matter. Black, white, Hispanic, Muslim, Jew, Christian, doesn't matter. This was an attempt to silence us. All of us, each and every one of us. Yes. And I fought this, specifically to fight the machine and to restore democracy. And now I have a Republican primary. And I helped my opponent to get on the ballot as well. I hope he will. I hope the judge honors this, and he allows the people of District 45 to elect their Republican candidate and have a free and fair election that we all choose to uphold in our democracy in the United States of America. So I didn't get a chance to really give my spiel about it. And I'm usually a humble guy, but Farrah Lewis, the council member, took a shot at me. A 22-year-old trying to represent the underserved voices of District 45. So right in here, I need to read this last sentence by the Honorary Judge Lawrence Nipel. In the case of Farrah Lewis versus Joshua Elijah Diaz, ordered that the petitioner's petition to invalidate respondent candidates' designated petition is denied and dismissed, and Joshua Elijah Diaz is on the ballot. Now that we got that out of the way. This is an opportunity, guys, for the Republican Party. And I believe that before, we missed an opportunity. In Trump's first term, when the Republican Party started to be a little bit cooler than the Democrats on the other side, when people started to actually wake up and see common sense and reason versus radicalism, we missed an opportunity to be the party of the people in that first term. And then we had Joe Biden. We had to suffer through 4 years of Joe Biden. We had to suffer through the COVID mandates. People had to lose their jobs. Businesses had to close. People had to flee New York City in droves, and then we had the same buses that drove them out there bring in a whole brand new slew of illegal immigrants. This is a new opportunity. And this year, we are going to bring back the Republican Party, the new Republican Party. The leadership of the new era. And this is important to me, and this is the brand that I've created specifically for the conservative movement here in New York City. And I've aligned myself with candidates like Athena Clark, Janine Aquafredo, Luis Guerrero. Can we give them a round of applause? There's no special interests involved in this. We came together as a unity, as a party, as people, as entrepreneurs, as everyday New Yorkers. And we took this oath to fight for the people and fight for their right to deserve good candidates. And what I realized when I was petitioning, and it was a hard petitioning process, was that people didn't have the opportunity to even elect a Republican because they've never ran.
Yes.
And you have a lot of Republicans that said, oh yeah, I'm sorry, I would sign your petition, but I'm a Democrat. Well, why are you a Democrat? You believe one way, not the other. I'm kind of confused here. Oh, well, we want to vote in the primary. The Republican Party, that's a lost cause. The Republicans are never going to win. And I took personal offense to that.
That's right.
Why? Because I came in at 18 years old as a Republican Party member. And I'm standing here in the Republican Party as the Republican Party candidate in District 45. One of two, with respect to my opponent. And people do not believe in the party, but I am a member of the party. And I'm loyal to the people who are loyal to me. So why is it that you don't believe in the party and you don't believe in me, yet you want to complain every single day about the Democrats, you want to complain about the injustice, you want to complain every day about that your neighborhoods are dirty, that your businesses are closing, that families are struggling to make ends meet, but yet you still want to do the same exact thing because you feel that the Republican Party is a lost cause? Well, I have a newsflash for everybody, for all of the doubters, for all of the naysayers, for all of the disbelievers. The Republican Party has great candidates this year, and we're going to flip a lot of seats, and we're going to restore democracy in New York City. We're here. Now, the second word is accountability. We need to be accountable and understand where we went wrong in the past. We cannot grow, we cannot move forward if we don't understand what we did wrong in the past. And when I say that we missed an opportunity, we need to be accountable to that. We need to be accountable that the people in Flatbush that I've spoken to every day in this petitioning process do not trust the Republican Party. The people feel that the Republican Party hasn't been there for them, that they've forsaken the Republican Party because it's a foreign entity. We need to be accountable. We need to be accountable, not only for our past, but for our future. And with a candidate in District 45, hold me accountable. And I say this in front of a camera, and I say this before all of you today. Hold me accountable to restore the Republican values, the true Republican values, the true patriotic values of the United States of America, and conservatives, not only conservatives, but just New Yorkers. Because New York is not a place where democracy can die. When you think of the United States of America, you think of New York City. And New York City, like my constituents said, is in crisis. And we need to be able to restore that. And we need to take a look at ourselves and think, what did we do for our candidates last time? What did we do for the people who lost their jobs? What did we do for our communities when they struggled? And that's not for me to answer. And that's not for me to point the finger and blame. But it is for you to take a look and to be able to make the change. Because I can run all I want. I can do all the work in my community. But it comes down to each and every one of you, the voters of New York City, who is going to elect somebody like me, who is going to elect somebody like Janine, who is going to elect somebody like Athena, who is going to elect somebody like Richie, and have responsible candidates to represent the people who are not running, to represent the people who we choose to fight for, which is everything, in an equitable manner, in a respectful manner, in a manner of integrity. And that's what I'm going to uphold as your city council candidate for District 45. And furthermore, we need your help. I didn't realize how hard this process was going to be as I took this fight going forward. And it's not to be mistaken that although I stand strong, I need a team behind me. And all the candidates need a team behind me. And we all need to come together. If we really do trust in the Republican Party, and we really do trust in God, we need to come together as His people, as brothers and sisters, to restore New York City that is currently in crisis. And we need to fight together. And we need to be open. And we need to be just. And we need to not fear the democratic machine that is forcing us to be be silenced and shut up and take everything that they're giving us and not say a word. And in addition to that, the last time that there was discrimination based on party, and I'm talking red or blue here, that was called segregation. We fought to overcome that, and we won. And now we need to fight it again to overcome it a second time. Not as a race, but as a people. A people who is educated. A people who lives and loves thy neighbor. People who want to see the city of New York restored as the greatest city in the world again.
Amen.
So I stand before you all today as a city council candidate, but also as a human being, as a 22-year-old candidate for New York City Council. And I stand here humbly before you all, and with the utmost integrity. And I ask you all to support your candidates, even if it's sharing on social media, if it is donating, contributing $10, sharing it with 2 or 3 of your friends and having 2 or 3 of their friends share it as well. Because that is the only way that we're going to be able to enact change. And if we can do that, and we can get our candidates to become elected officials, then you can advocate in your communities and tell us what we need to do as advocates for the people, as public servants, that we are elected to do, and do the job that not only you have allowed us to do, but that Allah, that God, Allah, whatever you name it, that He chooses to enact for us. It's a path that we all must follow if we're going to be successful. Thank you all. God bless you. The Republican Party once again to have a mayor, city council candidates, public advocate candidates, and to be the party of New York City, of the working class, and of New York City for the long run, and to reinstate and compensate, and to bring justice to the city of New York and to the United States of America, to which Donald Trump is the president, whether you like it or not.
We love it. It's coming to life.